Skip the gym, not the workout. With Hydro, you get a full-body workout in just 20 minutes, hitting 86% of your muscles in one smooth, low-impact motion. And now there's the new Hydro Arc, Hydro's most advanced rower yet. Arc introduces Hydrometrics, tracking your power, endurance, and precision every time you row, so you can actually see your progress. Go to hydro.com and use code ROW to get $100 off any Hydro rower, including Arc. That's HYDROW.com, code ROW.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. Alcohol is so ingrained in our society. It's probably the one thing that is given away free the most, be it the complimentary glass of champagne on checking into a swanky hotel or a bottle of wine you are given from dinner guests. It is difficult to avoid even if you are sober, and for many of us, particularly in the early days, this can be a challenge.
Yeah, so you've been sober over 5 years. How often do you think you've been in situations when you're faced with free alcohol?
Probably 100 to 1,000 times by now, Hamish. Yeah. It's pretty much every time I socialise. Mm-hmm. There's always someone offering a drink, isn't there, or a free round, it's everywhere. Sometimes a glass being offered, but mostly the idea being offered. People kind of put that idea in your head, which is almost like a freebie in itself. What I mean is people suggest I should drink. Yeah. That's almost like a psychological freebie for me, which is kind of an indirect form of saying, you should drink, I'll buy you a drink, and therefore you can have it because it's free. And that is kind of a mindfuck for anyone that's sober, because they're just offering them an indirect way of saying you should be drinking because I'm offering you a free drink. You can't say no. And it puts people in a difficult position, that I think.
Did you ever struggle with that in the early days?
Yes.
Today you wouldn't think twice, but the first few months?
In the early days, somebody offering me a drink and me saying no was really, really hard. Yeah. Because I always wanted to say yes to everybody, and people were just being polite. It's not their problem. They weren't doing anything to offend me. They're just doing something that they thought was the right thing to do. But I did find that very triggery earlier on, saying no. A few times it's happened at hospitals to me. I've spent a lot of time in hospitals in the past few years with Freddie's epilepsy, and often I get a nurse saying, go on, love, go home, get yourself a bottle of wine on the way home.
Oh, okay. I thought they were giving you booze in the hospital.
That's what I mean by suggesting it. Suggesting it to me is almost like offering a freebie. It's like it puts it in my mind. It's like a free way of someone going, here, you haven't thought about it, but now you can. I'm going to put this upon you.
I got offered a beer at the hairdresser at the top of your street.
Oh, yes, they give free beers. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
That's quite hard as well, because you're going, well, it's $25 for a haircut.
Yeah.
Beer's got to be $5.
Yeah, so it's like taking the
can
money
I just
off.
have the 20% discount?
Yeah. You should have said that.
I should have done.
Dear, oh dear. Lucy, when we went down to Melbourne, we did a bit of an episode of that about the alcohol being free and available in our room. There was a free drink on arrival, and then when we got up to the room, it was all displayed like a cocktail bar in the room, which it wasn't free. You had to pay for it. But I don't think when you are offered something set up in your room in a display like that, that you're thinking about the money, which I guess is why they put cocktail cabinets into hotel rooms.
Yes.
Because you get back from a night out, you don't care how much it costs, you just want another drink, and that's how they make money. So actually it's kind of an underhand way of offering you alcohol, isn't it?
Well, we're actually going to do a whole episode on hotels. I'm about to go this weekend. I'm going on holiday for a week through Liz's work, some fancy hotels.
Yay.
And I'm going to write an episode about hotels whilst staying in one of these fancy hotels.
Excellent.
See how much it comes up.
Yeah, it'll definitely come up. Also, of course, on flights, at check-ins at hotels, at the theatre, there's often at the Ed Sheeran concert, there was somebody giving out tasters of free drinks.
Really?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That was mostly children at that gig as well.
Exactly. At the gym, my gym, they had a night where they gave out free drinks.
Funny you say that, because when I worked in a gym in Sydney, and I remember the owner telling me that actually all of the trainers at the gym, so all the PTs, there's like a massive like drugs and booze culture amongst the trainers because you are effectively healthy. Like you are, we can get smashed. Like we work out all day, every day.
Yeah, we're functional.
We've earned it.
Yeah.
Interesting that you said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the gym Christmas parties I've been to are massive piss
gym
ups.
Christmas parties, any of those gym events that have, it's like people are like, we work hard, so therefore our reward is going to be to get absolutely wasted and undo all of the good work that we've done. But now, actually, in all of those situations, I must say I will defend myself in some way if someone's offering me a free drink. I will be like the sober warrior and just go, no, I don't drink. And I might even say, why are you offering people free drinks? Really? I will have a comeback for that now. Say it's not appropriate, or say like I'm sober or I'm an alcoholic. I will use that word in those situations for shock purposes, to go, sometimes it's not the right thing to do, offer somebody a free drink. I guess I have to do that. In the early days, I was embarrassed to say no.
Handing it out.
I
it's
know,
like a 19-year-old waiter, and you go, why are you giving me free drinks?
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
Well, no, you're right to do it. I wouldn't be brave enough to do it.
I sometimes wouldn't say it to the person, but I might write to management afterwards.
Here we go. In your children's handwriting.
And,
this is where it comes back
a perfect example of this, okay? My son George did a speech competition for the local Lions Club, and the guy presenting it talked about alcohol 3 times. Said, oh yeah, let me hand you over to one of the judges. He's just had a couple of glasses of red wine, and it was normalising alcohol in a situation where the children were just there to learn and grow and things. And I sent an email afterwards to the Lions Club saying it wasn't appropriate to introduce alcohol into that situation. It didn't need to be mentioned. It was totally irrelevant. And it was jokey the way he did it. Yeah. But I felt myself getting really annoyed. That's because I have to have a strong stance on it, I think. Yeah. I have to be staunch about alcohol now, because that is my job, is to be that person who's trying to change this normalisation, even when it's free.
I feel the same way. I feel like I can't laugh about throwaway booze comments anymore.
No, I can't laugh. It makes me feel really anxious inside.
Yeah, no, I feel exactly the same.
You know, you don't want to pull them up. It's like when your friend used that homosexual slur, or somebody I know recently had
not a friend.
No, not a friend anymore. No, it's that time where you realise like you've got to turn this around and you've got to stand up for it, and you've got to stand up for what you believe in, and that sometimes is calling it out. Calling out that actually you giving me free booze right now, or offering it to me, is shaky ground for somebody that is an alcoholic or somebody that has a problem with booze, and maybe you shouldn't be doing that. So sometimes you have to stand up for sobriety, and I think that's a good thing.
The most common freebie, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure.
Even more than pens.
Yeah.
A lot of free booze.
Yeah, probably more than pens.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
Skip the gym, not the workout. With Hydro, you get a full body workout in just 20 minutes, hitting 86% of your muscles in one smooth, low impact motion. And now there's the new Hydro Arc, Hydro's most advanced rower yet. Arc introduces Hydrometrics, tracking your power, endurance, and precision every time you row, so you can actually see your progress. Go to hydro.com and use code ROW to get $100 off any Hydro rower, including Arc. That's HYDROW.com, code ROW.
I guess these situations are more or less challenging depending on your reasons for giving up. Given the fact that I was lucky enough to not be a problem drinker, one of my main motivators for giving up alcohol was to save money. I was aware that I was a new dad, that my wife was not going to be working so much, and that the onus fell on me. So any money that I was saving on booze, I could put towards my family. As a result, free alcohol, on the surface of it, didn't appear to have any downsides.
And of course, the longer you're sober, the more you realise the other benefits of choosing this life. There are far more downsides to breaking your sobriety over a free bar than there are benefits.
That is totally true. Which is why I'd guess that free booze is a bigger challenge to us in the early days of our sobriety than further down the line. We know that over 30% of people who attempt to stop drinking relapse in their first year of sobriety. Do you know that?
Yeah,
I've said we know. I did not know that until
I would have thought it was more, quite honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
More than 30% give up in the first year?
Yeah, I would have thought it was more. It depends how long they're attempting for, if they're But if they're going for a forever sobriety, I would say more people would relapse than that. I think it takes a lot of relapses for some people. For me, I never relapsed. Yeah. I knew the day that I give up, I felt that utter sense of relief that it was forever. But for some people, I think it takes a lot of failure. I mean, I moderated for those 4 years and failed.
Yeah, of course.
Those were my failures that led to a long-term sobriety. I think most people would have a few slip-ups along the way until they reach the point where they've had enough of those slip-ups, and then it leads to a more long-term sobriety. Yeah. So I'm not surprised by that.
Got to be cautious in that first year.
Definitely. One of the reasons that saying no can be challenging is because the alternatives are often so dull. If you don't want the complimentary glass of bubbles, they can fetch you an orange juice. It's not very appealing, is it, Hamish? And for those of you that don't want any cake, a bowl of fruit will be doing the rounds. Yeah, you've got to make some funky bliss balls in that situation, haven't you? I want something more exciting.
For stronger people than me, this would not faze them at all, but it really grates me. Rather than beating the system, I feel like I'm being ripped off.
Yeah, for sure. Our society is structured in a way that we think alcohol as a freebie is a treat, or really anything bad for you is a treat. Chocolate, cake, sweets, booze, all of it. We have not yet learned that there are treats out there that don't have to harm your health.
So I wrote that. Treats out there that don't have to harm your health.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, because I'm walking into a hotel.
Come on, yeah, list them.
And what do they offer me that isn't booze or cake that I would be like, yes, bliss ball, not a bad answer.
Yeah, but it's still chocolate, isn't it, a bliss ball?
Yeah.
You've got to have a bit of chocolate
honestly,
or peanut butter in it.
I don't know if there is. I don't know if we as a society have come up with like good freebies that aren't bad for you.
I totally agree with you. Food-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I tell you what, you're going to think I'm a right weirdo now. If I go to a hotel and there's more than one type of muesli from a machine, that I'm a happy girl. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Breakfast included hotels is my favourite thing in the holiday.
It's my favourite thing too.
By far the best thing in the holiday.
Do you eat too much though?
Every time.
And do you say, oh right, make sure you eat too much and then we won't have lunch?
Oh yeah.
And then I'm at my clock at 11:30 going, right, what should we have for lunch then?
Well, you've got the napkin over your lap and then a few bread rolls may or may not fall into the napkin and then into your bag over the course of breakfast for lunch.
And a banana.
Yeah, banana, sure.
Banana in your pocket.
Yeah.
A few slices of ham in your top pocket. Sorted for lunch.
But yeah, so I don't know what I would class as like the best healthy freebie. I love cereal, but cereal's up in sugary even that.
So
if when I got to a fancy hotel, they were like, here's a bowl of cereal for you, I'd be like, oh, thank you very much.
Coconut yoghurt would be quite a nice treat for me.
Coconut
yogurt and a massage.
Granola.
Or a coconut yogurt massage.
Lovely.
Yeah, I've just created that in my own brain.
Have I told you about the reason that Liz and I ended up moving in together? The coconut oil story?
Yes, we've heard that on this podcast before. All we'll say is that there was a handprint in the coconut oil and it wasn't for cooking.
No. And that was the start of Liz and I moving in together.
New listeners can listen back to that episode.
Yeah.
I think it was quite early on, wasn't it, Hamish?
Yes.
Until the world catches up to the healthy freebies, you're probably going to be faced with a situation where alcohol is offered to you for free. So how can you prepare yourself for when this situation arises? One of the things you can do is remember your reasons why choosing sobriety. We think about this answer all the time in every episode. Whenever you're questioning your sobriety, you have to remember the reasons why you started not drinking.
But don't remember saving money too hard.
Yeah.
Forget that one, and then all the other ones will come forward. Although, to be fair, if you play the tape forward, if one free drink today leads you to picking up an alcohol addiction again, that freebie is not free, it ends up costing you a lot.
That is a very perfect way of putting it, Hamish.
Yeah.
A freebie can end up costing you everything. Yep. Try to have a sober buddy with you at any event where this might arise, ideally someone further into their sobriety than yourself. Like going to an event with some sober mates, which I've done a few times, is like having a support wall standing behind you, because you know everyone's going to say no and you don't feel like a weirdo then.
Ask for an alternative, and don't be disappointed if it's orange juice or
Yeah.
coconut yogurt.
I mean, things are changing on that front a bit.
I hope so.
They are making more things available, even with food, Hamish. I think that people are being a bit more creative with non-sugar products and all sorts of things on the booze front as well. Loads of good alcohol-free drinks now. If it does help you keep your sobriety, then there's nothing wrong in indulging in the unhealthy drinks or the unhealthy treats. We just want you to stay on track.
That is obviously hard if you've also been fool enough to give up sugar like we have.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a lot of the fun treats off the menu.
Hamish, I do need to talk to you about my sugar-free times.
Have you relapsed again?
No,
What's going
I
on?
did have a chocolate at my mum's 80th birthday on Saturday.
They were free in the middle of the table.
They were free in the middle of the table, so I stuffed one
didn't.
in my mouth. But I do have my glucose intolerance test tomorrow. I have to go every year because I'm on the cusp of having diabetes. So I'm interested to see what... I don't think that one chocolate will affect me. I'm hoping that because I haven't been doing sugar, that I don't have to take medication for diabetes. But I'll let you know by the end of the week.
That's good. Okay, that is a good update.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in situations until you feel confident, which is hard because sometimes you go to an event that you would never expect there to be freebies at, and there are. Like you go to a hotel or you went to a restaurant and you told them it was a sober group, and you still got given booze.
We still got given booze. We got given, Peronis that had alcohol in them by accident. I mean, that's what I mean, Hamish. There will always be another freebie somewhere down the line. I think the main thing to remember here, unfortunately, is that alcohol is everywhere, free or not. I know at the start I called it unexpected alcohol at the beginning of this podcast, but I think I'm going to change that now to expected alcohol, because no matter how hard we try to avoid the stuff, it pops up bloody everywhere. I think the lesson here is to expect it, plan for it, so that if it suddenly is shoved under your nose or into your hand, you know how to handle it. And that is with a firm, I don't drink. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
They have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
Skip the gym, not the workout. With Hydro, you get a full-body workout in just 20 minutes, hitting 86% of your muscles in one smooth, low-impact motion. And now there's the new Hydro Arc, Hydro's most advanced rower yet. Arc introduces Hydrometrics, tracking your power, endurance, and precision every time you row, so you can actually see your progress. Go to hydro.com and use code ROW to get $100 off any Hydro rower, including Arc. That's HYDROW.com, code ROW.
I don't know about you, but when I'm using AI for my business, I don't need it to tell me what to do. I know what I want. I just need help making it happen. With Wix, I finally have an AI tool that gets things done the way I want. I just have to describe the type of website I need, and it's ready. I can even ask it to manage my inventory, plan my next marketing campaign, or help out my customers. Wix gives me AI wherever I need it. Try it out at Wix.com.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hi, it's Jamie Morton from comedy podcast My Dad Wrote a Porno. We're celebrating 10 years of our show this month by releasing remastered versions of our very first season. They were recorded around the kitchen table, so they need a little fluffing. If you've never heard of us before, my dad basically wrote the world's worst erotic novel, and I read it chapter by chapter with my best mates, and it's hilarious. So with a beautifully remastered season 1, it's never been a better time to listen to Belinda and her escapades from the very beginning. You can listen to My Dad Wrote a Porno wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh, yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
good. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.